What's good, peeps? I just peeked out my microphone. It just all went red. But my bad if that blew out your eardrums. I hope y'all are having a good day. And today we're getting on into urban legends. I decided to go with Indian ones, just to see. So yeah, let's get on into this. Find out what we got going on. Oh crap! I messed up already. There we go. That way I know if I watched it or not.
Today we are continuing our world tour of urban legends with a highly requested country, India. India has more history than some other countries combined, and as always, with history comes stories, and some of them are pretty scary. My name is Danny Burke. If you're ready, let's take a look at the top 10 scary Indian urban legends. Starting off at number 10 now, we have the Munachwa. In 2002, the Indian state of Uttar Pradesh was gripped by a panicked frenzy. People had reported seeing the Munachwa, a beast that's name roughly translates to the face scratcher. It would reportedly dash through the air at night like a UFO, emitting red and green beams of light. When it got close, it would then slash people's faces with steel claws, leaving deep scratches that burnt and bled. As the panic continued, the theories began. Some people said it was an angry spirit or even an elemental creature. Pakistan's intelligence agency even chipped in to suggest it was a chemically engineered insect. Whatever it was, people were so scared they held special ceremonies at their local temples to ward away the face scratcher, and some believe it may return again. We have Nailba. In the 90s, there were reports of a witch visiting houses in Bangalore, India. She would come at night, knocking on the door and calling out to the person inside. What's really creepy is she was said to use the voice of one of the person's relatives, especially their mothers. If they opened the door, they'd be dead within 24 hours. As panic spread, rumours of a solution did too. Some said to write Nailba on the door, which means come tomorrow, so the witch would see the sign and just return the next day instead. For many years after, this became a tradition, a way of warding off evil spirits. Some say that Nailba has now been forgotten though by the younger generation, who have now put themselves at risk of the witch returning again. Next up, number 8 now, we have the Wolves of Pavagada. In 1983, several young girls younger than 5 went missing at night in the village of Pavagada. They were taken right under their parents' noses, but nobody saw who or what did it. On one occasion, villagers found a pool of blood and the clothes of the missing child. The footprints of an animal were visible, and the police dogs tracked the scent back to a cave, its entrance blocked by a wall of bricks. The police claimed that man-eating wolves were on the prowl. Others were confused though. Why would all the targets be girls if it was wolves, all of them the only daughters of their parents? Why were they always taken from their sleeping parents, and why were there no drag marks on the ground? One father even reported the wolf threw stones at him. This led some locals to believe the children were actually taken by a cult of black magic practitioners who were using them as a human sacrifice to the goddess Kali. To this day, the case remains a mystery. Coming at number 7 now, we have the milk miracle. 20 years ago, a rumor began spreading around India that Ganesh idols everywhere were drinking milk. When people held a spoon or bowl of milk to the lips of the idols, the milk would just slowly get depleted. In just a few hours, news of this had spread beyond India to Hindu temples in the UK, Canada and the US, who were reporting the same phenomenon. Hindu organizations announced that a miracle was happening. Some scientists have claimed it was caused by a mix of surface tension, the capillary effect, and also confirmation bias. What do you guys think? At number 6 now, we have Jare Dikhalaja. That's the name of a song by a popular Indian musician back in 2006. It dominated the music charts for weeks, but among all of the hype, there were some darker stories attached to it. Some people said the song was attracting the dead. In the small village of Balej, locals claimed that one of the lyrics was acting as a call for ghosts. They said people were becoming possessed by evil spirits after hearing the song, and they were going to their local priest to be cured. It was also claimed that listening to the song in the local graveyard was practically inviting a possession. In the end, fear of the song grew so much that the village actually banned it. Nobody was allowed to play it. Presumably the possessions then stopped. What do you guys think of that? Can a song on the radio really be cursed? Next Next up at number 5 now, we have Monkey Man. In 2001, people in Delhi claimed that an ape-like monster was roaming the streets at night. It was said to be attacking people. The description of the Monkey Man differed, but it was about 4 feet tall, covered in thick black hair, with a metal helmet, metal claws, glowing red eyes, and 3 buttons on its chest. Many people reported being scratched, and some even said 2 or 3 people died when leaping from the tops of buildings or stairwells in a panic. It's been years since the event, but some people still claim the Monkey Man is out there
like
and could attack another day. Coming out at number 4 now, we have Kuldara. Established in the 13th century, this used to be a prosperous Indian village for hundreds of years until the early 19th century when everyone disappeared. Years later, some historians said this was due to a lack of water or heavy taxes on the people there, but the legend is much darker. People say that the leader of the area was attracted to a beautiful girl from the village. He sent his guards to force the villagers to hand over the girl. The villagers asked the guards to instead return the next morning, and while they were gone, they abandoned the whole village. The village chief then cursed the abandoned village for eternity, meaning anyone who lives there will die. Those who have dared to stay there overnight have reported supernatural happenings such as shadows in the night, footprints, and mysterious noises. Next up at number 3 now, we have Mande Barung. For many people, this is the Indian equivalent of the North American Bigfoot. The Mande Barung is an ape-like creature said to inhabit the subtropical forests in northeast India. It's been described as a large, hairy, bipedal hominid. The locals call him the man of the jungle, and some say they've seen it for generations. More often though, they hear it, its strange calls echoing out across the rice paddies. Some say it stands 10 feet tall and weighs over 600 pounds. In 2008, a group of Yeti hunters gave 2 hairs they found to a renowned British primatologist. After examining them, Ian Redmond said they most closely resembled human, chimp, gorilla, or other so-called Yeti hair samples, but with or without science to back it up, the legend still lives on. Next up, number 2 now, we have the White Lady of Sanjay Van. In the forests of South Delhi, people have reported seeing a spectral woman in a white sari. She is said to walk among the banyan trees before disappearing into the night. Some reports say they've seen her hanging from the trees and that this is actually what ended her life. One local said she comes alive at night when those leaves start glowing. There are many such lovely spirits here. Personally, I wouldn't use the term lovely to describe that. She's also said to wave at you and then disappear. That's a definite note from me. And finally, number 1 now, we have the Onion Witch. In 2005, reports of a witch visiting homes in Delhi was said to be linked to a number of deaths in the Indian capital. According to the rumours, a witch in the guise of a hungry woman rang people's doorbells and asked them for an onion. If she was given the onion, she would cut it in half and blood would squirt out. The onion donor would then die instantly a moment after realising what was happening. Some say it wasn't just one, but rather 3 witches doing this. Locals began applying palm prints of turmeric and henna on their doors to ward off the witches, and some still fear their return. Well, there you go guys. I've heard a lot of fascinating things about India in my life, but I must admit I was pleasantly surprised to find out that it has such creepy stories. I'm sure I've only touched the surface too, so let me know if you'd like a part 2 of this or if I should do your country next. Thanks for watching as always guys. My name's Danny Burke and I will see you all in the next video.
Deuces. Get back here. So yeah, don't give away free onions. You might die. Good thing I don't have onions. They don't like me, so I don't keep onions on hand. So I would live. I ain't gotta worry about that. I ain't giving nobody free onions. But yeah, I was wild to say the least. There's still like almost 30 seconds remaining. Is that just the outro? Sorry, I'm a little tired. Yeah. Hope y'all enjoyed this. That was definitely out there. I do want to try. I'm gonna have to find one of them statues. I want to see that one. That's wild. Like, so it like, do they just hold the spoon up there? Or do they sit there and slowly turn it? Like they're giving it and it's disappearing? Because if they're doing that, it might have a hole, like very small hole or something in its lips that it's going through. And then one day it's gonna sit there. Well, they're putting milk in it. That's gonna start smelling if it's doing that. But yeah, I want to try that. I want to find one of them statues. We might have some over here in the U.S. Google to the rescue. Anyways, I'll check that out later. I hope y'all enjoyed this. I'll catch y'all tomorrow with more music reacts. Or music reactions. That last thing, not the first thing, music reacts. The day music reacts to us. I'm going to bed. Hope y'all enjoyed this. Deuces.